I have been expecting you. Welcome to my abode. And welcome to you in particular, Eragon Shade Slayer. And to you, Saphira Brightscales. I have much desired to meet with you. But I'm also glad to see you, Arya, daughter of Islanzadi, and Shadeslayer in your own right. And to you as well, Elva, she of the shining brow. And of course, Glader, Uramath, Vlader, and all those others who travel with you unseen. I had long believed them to be dead, and I'm most glad to learn otherwise. Welcome, all. We have much to talk about. So, you have come to kill me. Well then, shall we begin? Did you truly believe that I was ignorant of your ability, child? Did you really think you could render me helpless with such a petty, transparent trick? Oh, I have no doubt your words could harm me, but only if I could hear them. Such folly. This is the extent of your plan? A girl who cannot speak unless I grant her leave? A spear more suited for hanging on a wall than carrying into battle, and a collection of Eldunari half out of their minds with age? I had thought better of you, Arya, and you, Glader, but then I suppose your emotions have clouded your reason since I used Murtagh to slay Oremis. Come out, my dears, and meet our guests. Isn't she charming? Such large eyes and such pretty hair. And isn't he a handsome young lad? Children, it is said, are a blessing to us all. I don't happen to share that belief. It's been my experience that children are every bit as cruel and vindictive as adults. They only lack the strength to subjugate others to their will. Perhaps you agree with me. Perhaps you don't. Regardless, I know that you of the Varden pride yourselves on your virtue. You see yourselves as upholders of justice, defenders of the innocent, as if any are truly innocent. And as noble warriors fighting to right an ancient wrong. Very well, then. Let us test your convictions and see if you are what you claim to be. Unless you stop your attack, I shall kill these two, and I shall kill them if you dare attack me again. In fact, if you displease me excessively, I shall kill them anyway, so I advise you, be courteous. There, that's better. Now we may speak as civilized beings, without worrying about who is trying to kill whom. Sit. Housestar. So, you are the one who's given me so much trouble, Eragon, son of Morzan. You and I should have met long ago, had your mother not been so foolish as to hide you in Carvajal, you would have grown up here in Urubain as a child of nobility with all the riches and responsibilities that entails, instead of whiling away your days grubbing in the dirt. Be that as it may, you're here now, and those things shall at last be yours. They are your birthright, your inheritance, and I shall see to it that you receive them. You look more like your mother than your father. With Murtagh, the opposite holds true. Still, it matters little. Whichever one you resemble most, it is only right that you and your brother should serve me, even as did your parents. Never? We shall see. And you, Saphira, of all my guests today, I'm gladdest to see you. You've grown into fine adulthood. Do you remember this place? You do remember the sound of my voice? I spent many a night talking to you and the other eggs in my charge during the years when I was securing my rule over the Empire. And I'm sure you will remember more the longer you stay within these walls. You may not have been fully aware of it at the time, but you spent most of your life in a room not far from here. This is your home, Saphira. It is where you belong. It is where you will build your nest and lay your eggs. Arya Drottinju. Fate, it seems, has a sense of humor, for here you are, even as I ordered you to be brought so long ago. Your path was a roundabout one, but still you have come, and of your own accord. I find that rather amusing, don't you? I admit you've been a thorn in my side for quite some time now. You've not caused as much mischief as that bumbling meddler Brom, but neither have you been idle. One might even say that this whole situation is your fault, as it was you who sent Saphira's egg to Eragon. However, I hold no enmity towards you. If not for you, Saphira might not have hatched, and I might never have been able to flush the last of my enemies from hiding. For that, I thank you. And then there is you, Elva, the girl with the sigil of a rider upon her brow, dragon-marked, and blessed with the wherewithal to perceive all that pains a person and all that will pain them. How you must have suffered these past months. How you must despise those around you for their weaknesses, even as you are forced to share in their misery. The Varden have used you poorly. Today I shall end the battles that have so tormented you, and you shall no longer have to endure the mistakes and misfortunes of others. That I promise. On occasion I may have need of your skill, but in the main you may live life as you please, and peace shall be yours. convey my words to Umaroth as I speak them. Umaroth, we are ill met once again. I thought I killed you in Vorengard. That much is obvious. Where did the riders hide you and those with you? On Vorengard, or was it elsewhere? My servants and I searched the ruins of Doruariba most closely. Does he now? Well, he'll tell me soon enough whether he wishes to or not. I took this blade from his rider, you know, when I killed him. When I killed Vrail in the watchtower that overlooks Palanca Valley. Vrail had his own name for this sword. He called it Ilsinger, Lightbringer. I thought Vranga was more appropriate. Ah, good. Murtagh and Thorn shall be joining us shortly, and then we can begin properly. It was inconsiderate of you to attack so early in the morning. I was already awake. I rise well before dawn. But you woke Shrewkhan. He gets rather irritated when he's tired, and when he's irritated, he tends to eat people. My guards learned long ago not to disturb him when he's resting. You would have done well to follow their example. Peace, Shrewkhan. He doesn't like you. But then, he doesn't like anyone. Do you now, Shrewkhan? Can you not guess, Elfling? Very well. But first, you must do something that you may know that what I say is indeed the truth. You must try to cast a spell, both of you, and then I shall tell you. Go on. I promise I will not punish you for it. Now try. I insist. The answer must be obvious to you now, Elfling. It has taken me most of the past century, but at long last I have found what I was searching for. A means of governing the spellcasters of Allegasia. The search was not easy. Most men would have given up in frustration, or, if they had the required patience, fear. But not I. I persisted, and through my study I discovered what I had so long desired. A tablet, written in another land and another age, by hands that were neither elf, dwarf, human, nor Urgle. And upon that tablet there was inscribed a certain word, a name that magicians throughout the ages have hunted for with nothing but bitter disappointment as their reward. The name of all names. The name of the ancient language. With this word, I can reshape spells as easily as another magician might command the elements. All spells shall be subject to me, but I am subject to none, except for those of my choosing. I shall use the name of names to bring every magician in Alagasia to heel, and no one shall cast a spell but with my blessing. Not even the elves. At this very moment, the magicians of your armies are discovering the truth of this. Once they venture a certain distance into Urubane, past the front gate, their spells cease to work as they should. Some of their enchantments fail outright, while others twist and end up affecting your troops instead of mine. It has caused much confusion amongst their ranks. Is that so? How and why? Think about what you are saying. You would stop the first opportunity that Alagasia has had for true peace in order to sate your overdeveloped sense of vengeance. You would allow magicians everywhere to continue to have their way, regardless of the harm they cause others. That seems far worse than anything I have done, but this is idle speculation. The finest of the riders could not defeat me, and you are far from their equal. You never even had a hope of overthrowing me. None of you did. I am not as weak as those who serve me. You could not even trounce Murtog, and he is but a shadow of a shadow. Your father, Morzan, was more powerful than either of you, and even he could not withstand my might. Besides, you are mistaken if you think you destroyed the Razak. The eggs in Dras Leona weren't the only ones I took from Letherblaca. I have others hidden elsewhere. Soon they shall hatch, and soon the Razak shall once more roam the earth to do my bidding. As for Durza, shades are easy to make, and they're often more trouble than they're worth. So you see, you have won nothing, boy. Nothing but false victories. You took longer than I expected. Do you mean it's my fault that you are tardy? I see. We shall speak of this later. But for now, there are other matters we must attend to. For one, it's time our guests meet the final member of our party. Moreover, it's high time we had some proper light in here. Naina. Do you think I would let her tell you if I had? As it so happens, no. I decided to wait until I had gathered all of you together. Now that I have, none of you shall leave until you have pledged yourself in service to me. Nor shall you leave until I have learned the true name of each and every one of you. That is why you are here. Not to kill me, but to bow down before me and to finally put an end to this noisome rebellion. Then they will die. And in the end, your defiance will change nothing. You do not seem to understand. You've already lost, Outside, the battle fares badly for your friends. Soon my men will force them to surrender, and this war will arrive at its destined conclusion. Fight if you wish. Deny what is before you if it comforts you. But nothing you do can change your fate, or that of Alagasia. Swear all the oaths you want. They shall not bind you, not unless I allow them to. I'm not the only one who brought a child here today. You would not want to fight me, youngling. Enough! I did not gain this throne by accepting every challenge put to me, nor have I held it by meeting my foes in honest battle. What you have yet to learn, youngling, is that it does not matter how you achieve victory, only that you achieve it. I will remind you of that when you are sworn to me. However, since you wish so badly to fight, I will grant your request. But not with me. With Murtagh. I would like to know, once and for all, which of you is the better warrior. You will fight as you are, without magic or Eldunari, until one of you is unable to continue. You may not kill each other, that I forbid, but short of death, I'll allow most anything. It would be rather entertaining, I think, to watch brother fight brother. Of course. I should have seen it. The truth is in your face for any who know what to look for. This duel will be all the more fitting, then. The son of Brahm pitted against the son of Morzan. Fate indeed has a sense of humor. Leta, Ganga Abdur. Come now, join Eragon, and let's see which of you is more skilled. Now.